Hey guys, you know what time of the year it is. It's the time of year where we all make promises to ourselves that we're not gonna keep.
I'm gonna lose 20 pounds. I'm gonna run a marathon. I'm gonna get promoted to CEO. I'm gonna be Miss America.
I usually don't make New Year's resolutions, but I thought this year I might give it a shot. And I thought maybe I should probably come up with a plan on how I'm gonna do these things instead of just making a random statement of what I want to do for the rest of the year and then probably forget by Friday. I thought today I was going to share with you what are some of my resolutions and how I plan to keep them, and maybe that might help you this year keep some of your resolutions. I'm going to take more risks. I do not mean that I am going to do anything dangerous. I'm probably, what I mean by more risks, I mean something that I feel a little bit uncomfortable doing, only assuming that it's completely safe and it's no one's gonna get hurt. Something like wear bright pink colored lipstick. Something just kind of fun that I wouldn't normally do. I'm very safe. I like to play very safe with my clothing, my makeup. As you can see, today is a no makeup day. But I'm going to take some more risks and try to live life a little bit more. YOLO! I'll never say that again. I don't have a weight goal, even though I think weight goals aren't a bad thing. I just personally don't have one, but I was most happy with my weight when I was running regularly. I have not ran regularly in almost a year now, and I really want to get back into it. So just to do that, I'm kind of having this Nike just do it mantra. I just have to do it, and kind of to keep me motivated throughout my getting back into it. And this might sound terrible, but I'm going to reward myself. I think those little rewards are really helpful when getting through something difficult. One of the things that I will do is for my actual runs and when I'm going distance, I run through some of our neighborhoods around here, and I tell myself, make it to the third driveway and then you can stop. And then I get to that third driveway and then I'm like, oh, if you make it to the third driveway from here, you can stop. And those like little teeny tiny achievements build into bigger and greater things. So I'm kind of gonna use that, with the running one, and especially with my other goals as well. And also kind of some bigger rewards that I'm going to do. If I run for 4 weeks straight or something, and assuming that I'm not injured, but if I run for 4 weeks straight, I'll go splurge on a new sports bra or something related to the goal that makes me excited to keep wanting to do it. Not getting irritated so easily. And this is honestly going to be one of my hardest ones to come up with a strategy to do, because I just sometimes let the littlest things annoy me, and I don't hold grudges, but I do dwell on them, and sometimes little things can kind of ruin my entire day, and I know that sounds awful, but I'm gonna make it, that's why I'm making it a goal. Staying more active on YouTube. This year I have to make a commitment, and that's a thing that you have to remember with your resolutions, is the difference between an interest and a commitment. And an interest is something that you want to do. A commitment is something that you're going to do. So I'm making YouTube a commitment this year. I'm going to try, and now this is part interest, I'm going to try to do at least 3 videos a week. I am going to be committed to doing at least 1 video a week. 3 is my goal, 1 is my minimum. To read more, and I'm so embarrassed to say this, but I honestly have read so few books since graduating from high school, and reading things outside of my homework reading. I have not taken the time to read an actual book for my enjoyment in the longest time, and I think that I really need to get back into that. And to do that, I'm going to make a checklist of books that I want to definitely read, and to kind of help me with that one, I'm going to try to get some friends and maybe my mom and sister to read some of the same books, because when you can have a discussion about them and have the social event with those things, I think that makes it even more fun. You know, if you're going to the gym, grab a friend, because I think that's really going to make it more fun and make you more motivated to stay at the gym or go do those online things. I think it's the MyFit app on you can get it on your phone. They probably have something like it for both Apple and Android and Windows. I don't know very many cell phone companies, but you know, grab one of those apps and, you know, communicate, make it a social thing, because it's going to make it so much more fun. How many hours of the day do a lot of us waste on, you know, social networks like Pinterest and Facebook and Twitter? And I think that if you incorporate some of your resolutions with that, it's going to make it a lot more fun and a lot more natural just to, you know, achieve your goals. And this is going to be honestly my hardest one, and this is going to sound so silly. And I did get a kind of head start on this one. I didn't start this at the new year, I kind of started this a little bit earlier, but I straightened since I was in 8th grade. So this has literally been about a decade. Since I was in the 8th grade, I have straightened or blown dried or used some sort of heat product on my hair every single day of the week. I probably way overwashed it. I use extensions. I'm just so mean to my hair, and I am making it, I'm committing to being so much nicer to my hair this year. And I've actually started with limiting my heat styling tools to only 2 times a week, which probably sounds like a lot to some people, but for me that is so rare, and it's honestly something that I have to work with before I can, you know, get it to where I want it to be, just because it is so far away from the routine that I've had for so long. It's a really hard habit that I'm going to have to break. And part of that and what I have to do is I have to, you know, remember why I'm doing it. What, like, the big why question. And I think that's the case with a lot of these things. Why am I doing this? You got to remember the big why. Why do I want to lose 20 pounds? I don't know, maybe because it's you want to, I don't know, look great at your class reunion. Why do I want to make an extra, you know, 20,000 this year on my salary? Maybe because you want to buy a house. You have to remember the big why at the end of it, and I think that is really what's going to keep you motivated. And when you feel like breaking your New Year's resolution, just remember your big why, because if you keep doing the same thing that you're doing, nothing will ever change. You have to change your habits to make the change. So that's my little spiel for my New Year's resolutions. I will probably do an update in a month or two just to tell you where I am with these things. So in the comments below, tell me what your New Year's resolutions are. I'm so excited to hear. And if you have any ways to, you know, help other people with their New Year's resolutions, leave that in the comment section below. And I will see you guys more this year, and have a wonderful 2014. Bye!